Hi everyone, travel addict guy here, and I'm in front of the famous Arc de Triomphe here in Barcelona. I have a new video, guys, and it's called 10 Tips to Not Get Robbed in Barcelona. Let's get right into it, guys. Number one is never leave your bags or items unattended. And that is easy pickings for the robbers, guys. If you leave your bags or items and you go anywhere, if you set them down, someone will steal them, guys. This is Barcelona, and it is getting a little bit more dangerous all the time, guys. I've talked to some cab drivers lately and some people in the city. A lot of robberies going on here, people going swimming, leaving their items, people coming by and stealing them. You got to be careful all the time, guys. Never leave anything on a table, like a phone, computer. Don't leave that. That is what we have to deal with in this day and age. So number two way not to get robbed in Barcelona is to be wary of random people offering to help. And that is always a good one, guys, because the scammers are looking for tourists or the robbers. A lot of times you'll be there and you have an issue, and all of a sudden someone comes up out of nowhere and they're like, hey, can I help you? How you doing? Oh, where you guys from? Blah, blah, blah. And you think they have good intentions, guys, but not all the time. And why you're distracted or you're looking for something or they're giving you directions, they may be stealing something out of your pockets at the same time, guys. So be very, very careful with that. If you do need some help, either go somewhere and ask someone or just go up to someone and ask them. I feel much more comfortable if I'm the one that goes up to someone as opposed to someone coming up to me out of the blue, guys, because if they come to me out of the blue, they might have ill intentions and they're just pretending to help you, guys. It's not always the case, guys, but I find a lot of times these guys coming up to help you or show you something, or they want to tell you something, they may want money even afterwards for that, or they may be looking to get something out of you, guys. So you got to be very, very careful with that. Okay, guys, this is always a good one. Number three, do not wear flashy jewelry like watches or bracelets. So if you're going on vacation, guys, leave that flashy jewelry at home. Robbers, it attracts them like a mouse to cheese, guys. If they see a fancy watch, that fancy iPhone, a diamond bracelet or a gold bracelet, those are very, very easy to snatch. And believe me, they will go for it. There was a man recently, I talked to someone and he was just walking through the street and he had a nice watch on, and they came up and they ripped it out of his hands, guys, and he was with his wife and they did not care. They ripped it right off him. So you got to be really, really careful, guys. And sometimes they're just coming up and taking the stuff. So if they see you with a really nice item, they may want it, and it may be a couple guys jumping on you trying to rip it off you, guys. So just avoid that. Leave that fancy items at home. If you're going to some kind of fancy dinner party or something like that, then maybe wear it there. Take a taxi cab or a car, and do not flash those items in the street. Never, never in Barcelona, guys. You're just attracting the crooks. Number four is a little bit along the similar lines. It is don't carry large amounts of money or flash that money around, guys. So you should never be carrying large amounts of money around in Barcelona. You should be withdrawing money slowly out of your bank when you do need it. You should not be carrying thousands with you. If you do have a lot of money, make sure you leave it behind in the hotel safe or somewhere like that. Do not carry more than, I would say, a few €100 at a time. That way, if something did happen, you're not going to be down and out. I've heard stories of people bringing thousands with them, and it's all their money for vacation, and then all of a sudden they get pickpocketed and all that money is gone, guys. So do not do that. And whatever you do not flash cash, large amounts of cash, no matter where it is. Don't count money in the street, obviously, or at a restaurant. Don't flash big bills. People are looking for, guys, they're looking for that, these robbers. And sometimes they might see you and they call up someone else or signal someone else, hey, here's the guy, he's coming your way, and they target you that way, guys. So be very, very careful with that. Never carry large amounts of money or flash cash. Number five is try not to travel alone at night, guys. And unfortunately, that is the situation we're in. The people I've talked to here, the taxi drivers, the people in the street, the people at the hostels, the people in the restaurants are telling me the police are not doing much, guys, and I have not seen many police in the street here. If you commit a crime in Barcelona, like petty theft, if you steal somebody's wallet, something like that, they say you're gonna go to jail and you'll be out within a couple days or a week or two. And that is it, because the laws are not tough here on crime in Spain. So you gotta be very, very careful, guys. You gotta be smart. So I would not walk alone late at night. If you have to, stay in crowds, stay where streets are lit up. Don't go down dark streets where there's no one there. That is a recipe for disaster. So just be careful and try not to travel alone at night if you don't have to. Okay guys, the number 6 thing not to do in Barcelona to get robbed is do not get drunk. Whatever you do guys, don't get too drunk. I see some people, they getting all drunk at the bars and then they go walk around and they're tipsy, and those are the people the robbers are looking for, guys. They're gonna get you real easy. And I talked to a guy in a hostel and it happened to him. He got too drunk and I think he passed out, and what do you think? He woke up without his wallet and his items, guys. So don't do that, guys. Whatever you do not get too drunk in Barcelona. Okay, the number 7 thing not to do, guys, is to avoid dangerous areas, especially at night. Definitely avoid El Raval. El Raval is one of the most dangerous areas in Barcelona. Unfortunately, guys, a lot of theft going on there, a lot of crime. It has been known for that since I was living here a couple years ago, and I'm back and I'm talking to people and they're saying it is the same. So be very careful in El Raval at any time of the day, but especially at night. Avoid that area at all costs and avoid other dangerous parts of Barcelona. Number 8 is when riding the metro, try to keep your back against something and keep your bags in sight. Now this is a trick that I came up with, guys, because if you're standing in the middle of the metro and you're holding onto one of those poles, your back is exposed, you're packed, and you do not want that, guys. Someone can come up behind you. What you want to do is you either want to get up against the back of the train if there's no seats. If there's a seat, grab the seat and you can have your pack behind you. No one can come up behind you. That's what I like, guys. And keep all of your items. In fact, better off when you're sitting down, I take my pack off and I put it on my lap, so I have it right there, guys. And if you're a lady, you can do the same with your purse or handbag. If you do not have a seat, press up against the wall. That's what I would do, and you hold on. There's like a handrail, so try to avoid that center space, because to me that is the place for them to pickpocket you, because people coming in on and off the train can get into your pockets there real quickly. If it gets busy, you're actually trapped in there. You have a lot of people around you, so they could be going through your pockets at the same time or through your bag. Number 9 way not to get robbed in Barcelona is safety in numbers. Always go with friends if you can. It's a good idea to have someone watching your back. If you can travel with friends, that is a great way to go. You can always have someone watching your back. The buddy system, like they say, it's good as kids and it's great as adults. So it's good to be in packs. Most robbers do not target people in groups, okay? They stay away from that, guys. So if you got 2 or 3 people, they're looking for that drunk person that is alone and they cannot fend themselves off. So if you have a couple people with you, that is a great way to protect yourself, guys, from getting robbed in Barcelona. Okay, guys, the last tip on how not to get robbed in Barcelona. Number 10, here we go. Pay close attention in crowds or if someone bumps into you. That is something they'll use a lot. They'll either use crowds. If you're in a large crowd, that is a great way for pickpockets to get into your pocket. I've actually had people tell me they were in a crowd and they felt someone going into their pocket, and that's got to be the worst feeling ever, guys, going in there trying to grab something. Try to avoid those large crowds, guys. You don't want to be in the center of those. You're very ripe for getting your pockets picked. And the other thing is, if someone bumps into you, guys, you got to always be careful on that, because they use that as a distraction. If you feel somebody bumping into you, you may be looking that way, and guess what? Their partner on the other side, he's going into your pockets. You don't feel a thing because you're paying attention to the person that bumped you. And they often use distraction as a tool also. It could be a loud noise, a loud bang. It could be they drop something heavy. And sometimes there's even people that come up and say, oh, excuse me, could you help me with this? My bicycle or something. When you're bending down, the partner is coming in and stealing your wallet or your bag. The new reality, guys, is Barcelona is more dangerous than ever. So these are 10 tips on how not to be a victim in Barcelona. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Travel Addict Guy. Take care, everyone.